What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, Earl Ramey Racing Engines, and Profab Headers and Exhaust. What's going on? I'm David.
I'm Connor.
What's up, man?
Not a whole lot. Kind of a normal week. Took the car, went and got a car from my man Chad Webster, and kind of working on it a little bit. Went down there Saturday, saw all our friends with the Legend guys, and had a little party down there, and that's about it. About you?
About the same, man. Except I didn't do nothing with the car, but we sanded some more on it. It's getting there.
Yeah.
A lot of sand. Well, it's not that it's a lot of sanding. It's whoever did whatever on that car painted it last. I don't know what kind of. I don't know if it was between the wrap that was on it or the clears that they used on it. It just loads up sandpaper like crazy. It just makes it really aggravating to sand. But it'll be all right. It is what it is. But yep, like Connor just said, we went down to our buddy Dennis's shop, Dennis Brown's shop there Saturday, and had I guess it's the Low Country Legends end of season party there. He had some barbecue and some catfish too. I think what else he had some
Had the oysters and
out
all
there and all that good stuff. What's up there, Kale? Yeah, it was they had a big time. Had a guy sit up playing guitar and singing and all that fun stuff, and sat around and Connor got his superlative, I guess you could.
Yeah.
So no, it was a good time. Good time. So fun stuff. No real racing for us this week. But man, I was just looking at it the other day. I was like, man, it ain't gonna be long. We're gonna be right back at it.
Yeah.
We
New Year's Bash will be coming up for.
dude, it's like what,
Or you know
5 weeks, I think, or something.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Wow.
5 or 6 weeks. I think that's it. So we'll be back hard at it there at the New Year's Bash come first of the year. But we got a big week ahead of us, but we got a big show today. We got a few callers calling in, and we're calling them and all that fun stuff. We got a lot to talk about this week. What's up there, Matt? Matt was one of them I guess we could talk about. Unfortunately, his truck, it just didn't want it don't want to go. It don't. Nah, he bought a truck, had some trouble with his motor that come in the truck, so they getting it fixed before it got too bad. So I had a spare motor, and he threw it in the truck, and well, it ran good for a while until it didn't. And I don't know, something went on with it, so we're gonna pull it back out and go from there with it. So I guess maybe he'll be ready by the New Year's Bash. Maybe, I don't know. Matt, you gonna be ready for New Year's Bash in the truck? Come on, that'd be a good one to make if they have it. I don't know
if they have trucks.
I don't know if they have trucks on schedule. I just whatever. But anyway, so yeah, it's been a productive week, I guess, and got a lot to do this week. I will be come this Friday. There's a lot starting up here at Florence Motor Speedway this week. This Friday there will be racing all afternoon that day. Practice there in the day, racing all afternoon. I will be there DJing actually Friday night. We we'll have some fun out there. Got a party after the races on Friday night. We'll talk about that here in depth in just a little while. But I'll be there DJing and what they say, it's spinning the ones and twos. Is that what they used to say? And I'm not spinning anything, sorry. But we'll have some fun. We'll set up everything, have a big time out there. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, let's head to the phone and go to a gentleman here that made it happen this year. And I'm trying to find my button here. I don't know where it went, but it's okay. I got it right here. We'll just hit it right here, Mr. Alby Ovitt. Alby, what's going on, man?
Hey, how are you? Doing pretty well.
Man, we're good. We're good for a Monday, I reckon. First off, man, congratulations on the Star Super Stock Tour Championship this year. It was definitely a hard-fought one there for you, and but congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Man, so tell us a little bit about your year, buddy. We we watched you there all year long. First of all, before we do that, I know you've probably told this everywhere. Tell us a little bit about the car you're driving.
The car I'm driving is a Chevy Camaro leaf spring car that Patrick Coggins owns. It's actually pretty old compared to the cars we're racing against. Been around for a little bit.
That's right. That car has had a good pedigree, to say the least.
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel like anybody that's driven it's been pretty fast in it.
Oh, man, that's good stuff. But tell us a little bit about for our listeners who don't know who you are. I know most of them probably do, but for our listeners who don't, man, tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, all that good stuff.
I live in Raymond, New Hampshire. I travel to and from North Carolina all the time, back and forth, and fly in for the races and fly out. And Patrick picks me up, and we make it all work. But I'm back and forth all the time, and been racing, doing this deal for about 25 years, and I love street stocks.
Being that you're in New Hampshire, man, how did this tour kind of, it's more of a southern tour down here. How did this all come to be? You getting down this way?
Well, being back and forth a few times, and I ran the bash a couple times, and Patrick's a real good guy, and everybody talks to him. So he kind of messaged me one year and asked me if I wanted to drive in the bash for him, and I couldn't. But a little over a year ago, he got in touch with me and asked if I wanted to run, a couple races at the end of the year last year. And I was able to do it. And then it turned into, would you want to run full time for the Star Tour Championship?
Well, man, you definitely made it happen. So give us a little bit. I mean, you had a good season, man. Put up some wins. All of a sudden, there towards the end, it looked like it got a little tough and got tight there. But tell us a little bit about your season as a whole. How did you feel about it?
I feel like it went really well, considering we didn't have any issues. Really didn't wreck anything until Southern National. Kind of had a bad weekend there, but I mean that's going to happen. That's racing, and but I feel like we kind of rebound at Hickory a little bit for finishing second to Jeff Melton.
That's right, man. That's right. Good deal. So, man, you brought home a championship there. What's a championship in the Star Super Stock Tour mean to you?
It means a lot, honestly. Like I said, Patrick and I had sat down about a year ago and planned it all out and kind of wanted to go for this deal because we feel like that's where the competition is, and Boo and them run a real good deal, and we wanted to be a part of it, and being able to win the championship was a pretty big deal for all of us involved.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, like we said, brought home the championship, man. So the obvious question is, what's next?
Well, I've been asked that a lot. I'm not really sure. Got some things going on my end, and Patrick has some things going on his end, so I'm not really sure. I think we'll go to the Bash in January, and then kind of reassess and try to make a plan moving forward then.
Good deal. We were just talking about the Bash a little bit, man. We were just saying my car's sitting here with the entire body off of it, and we're like, yeah, we're getting ready for the Bash, and I'm like, man, this thing is only a little over a month away now. So, man, that it sneaks up quick on us. I know y'all got that car ready to ride again.
Yeah, it's definitely coming quick. I thought we were going to have a little bit of a breather here, but Patrick messaged the other day and said, I think he said 50 days or 52 days till the Bash. I was like, man, we don't have a lot of time to sit and relax.
Not at all. Well, good deal, man. Well, who all do you have to thank for a great year and helping you get this championship, buddy?
Definitely Patrick and Tiffany Coggins. I mean, they were awesome. They hooked me up all year long. Patrick works his butt off, and the guys, my spotter Ant Kohler. We have Jamie Longley that comes to track with us. I mean, those guys work hard. We got a small group, but they're dedicated and they work hard for us. And without people, it's really not possible.
That's right. It takes a lot, especially doing it the way y'all are, man. Y'all are flying down and bringing car around and all that stuff. Y'all are doing it big, man. Well, man, congratulations again. That was a cool deal. We tried to follow it pretty much the whole year and talked to Boo a little bit, talked to Aaron and them, and man, they're really excited, and I know they're excited to have a good champion like you represent the series for them, man. So congratulations, and we'll be ready to see you back. Definitely see you at the bash there, man.
Yeah, looking forward to it for sure.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Mr. Alby Ovitt there out of New Hampshire.
That's crazy.
That's wild. I've heard that, and he's been talking about it or talked about it before, and I was just like, man, that's wild. That's a long way. That's dedicated.
Yeah, he must want to race pretty bad.
That is dedication. So congratulations to him again. Congratulations to Boo Carlisle. Another successful season in the Star Superstock Tour there. They went farther than they thought they could going up to Lonesome Pine there in Virginia.
Yeah.
Which was, not the typical Southeast track.
Tours, yeah.
So it was really cool seeing them go to new tracks, and he does a lot with the Cars Tour also, and so he kind of was on that motto, and to see them looking at some new tracks for next year still. So that's cool. That is cool. So let's go ahead and do this right here before we go any farther.
Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, also our good friends over at Earl Ramey Racing Engines, anything you need V8-wise for a race car, go check them out. Tell them we sent you over there. All the horsepower you need. Get some time on his chassis dyno, and you'll be ready to go. Also, Profab headers and exhaust. They are quality that wins. That's their slogan because it's 100% true, guys. You see wins and championships out of them all the time. So go check out Profab headers and exhaust, and they will get you going and get all the air out, as they say. But so cool. So y'all go check them out. Tell them we sent you over there. All right, as we talked about a few minutes ago, a lot of racing in store for Florence Motor Speedway this week. You see, we still got the red number 8 here. That is just because, hey, Dale Jr. is coming this week, back racing the red number 8 Budweiser ride at Florence Motor Speedway on the late model. And man, I'm gonna tell you what, that's a slick looking ride.
It is. It really is.
I'm ready to see it in person.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be one of my favorite ones I've seen.
But man, as what I saw today, what is it, 56, 57?
Probably one of the biggest I can remember.
Yep. Late model
Fields.
stock field, or entries anyway. Obviously, there's going to have to be some a last chance or a B main.
I think they're going to have 2 heat races.
2 heats.
Taking 4 out of each one. So
that's the most I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, that goes back to the Myrtle Beach days, back in the heyday. That's awesome. And, I see these promoters and they're kind of sometimes hesitant with late model stocks because, face it, they're an expensive car. They're not a cheap car per se. And, they're scared, there's not going to be many of them. Well, I mean, they're out 50 there. Some odd. Yeah. They're out there. They're running them. So don't be scared to put them on the schedule, man. It's these tracks around here in South North Carolina, Virginia. I think, and I don't know why, but I think they could even do some stuff in some tracks in Georgia. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I never hear much about racing going on there. I know they got a couple tracks.
There's a couple.
There. They do a couple super late model stuff, don't they?
Yeah, they do a few. You got Cordell, which they're talking about going to. That's what we were talking about earlier with Cars Tour. He's looking at Cordell.
Crisp, isn't that Georgia? Crisp Motorsports Park.
So. Yeah. I believe so, yep. And there's, what is it, Cars and Coffee, which used to be Lanier. That's in Georgia, or whatever it's called. Something, Fuel and Octane or something. I don't remember. Cars and Coffee. That's the little thing they get to in the morning. I
was wondering what you were.
Not that one. Not that one. It's something. It's like Fuel and Octane. I forgot what they call it now, but it used to be Lanier. That's there. I don't know. I feel like there's some tracks though throughout more of the Southeast that we could really get late model stock involved. That's like you heard, the other week on here, Jared Fryer was on here. He lives in Florida now. He travels all the way up here to run late model stocks.
Right.
So there's quite a few good tracks in Florida. I mean, hey, why not?
Yeah. It's kind of weird how every tracks or like cars kind of have their own region,
Yeah.
Late model stocks is kind of the Carolinas and Virginia, but I mean, they really don't venture outside of there much.
No, and it's so weird because we don't, other than the Cars Tour coming around, we don't see many, in South Carolina at least, we don't see pro or super late models.
But,
really.
In Wisconsin, with up there and all, that's all they run. And Alabama and Georgia, there's a lot of super late models. So I don't know how it ends up that way.
I don't either. I feel like it. Now, I feel like you could, I guess if you ran both, there'd be kind of somewhat of an oversaturation. I guess.
Right, yeah.
I guess it's the way of thinking, it's like run one or the other.
Yeah, I agree. You can't really run both. So maybe that's,
I don't know,
just whatever the trend was so many years ago.
Well,
the tracks have been running the same classes ever since.
Yep. And late model stock was one of them things that what it actually evolved out of was a stock car. I mean, it was stock front clips even there for a long time. I mean, until builders really got into building these cars. I mean, but they were very stock is how they evolved, and not so stock anymore.
Not stock at all.
But so I don't know. I guess that was just our good Carolina junkyard mentality. I think is what it was. It was like, hey, we can get parts for this out of the junkyard. So, but yeah, like I just said, man, I'm ready. I am ready for it, dude. That is going to be a fun time. I think it's going to be a long day, especially Saturday. Friday, a lot of racing going on.
Yeah, I know Friday is what, trucks and limiteds.
Trucks and limiteds. I heard there's a good field of limiteds already signed up. So that'll be cool to watch. I know there's some of the late model stock teams that are also bringing limited cars, or just I think there may be a couple of them hoping to run limited, then turn around and
I've seen some of that.
Run late model
year.
stock. Yep. Who was it? Was it Boo Boo?
Boo Boo's done it before. Who else has done it? Because the winner and second place at the limited gets to run late model stocks. I think Averett's done it before.
Averett Lucas did it. That's right. Let me pull it up here.
Let's see what we got.
Thursday, there will be just parking. There will be some practice on Thursday. But the big day starts Friday. Gates open at 7:30 a.m. Practice round one will start at 11:45, and we got super trucks, limited late models, bandoleros, legend cars, and then they're going to give late model stock some practice on Friday also. Looks like racing should start right around pre-race ceremony starts at 6 o'clock with features to follow after that, and that will be...
So that's trucks, limited. Who all's running on Friday?
Friday the race will be bandoleros, legend cars, trucks, and limiteds.
Okay.
And then Saturday, you'll have street stock, mini stock, and late models.
Okay. Good deal.
One thing that's pretty cool, and I don't know. There's been some things going on with entries and qualifying and stuff like that this year that some people have liked, some people have hated. One thing that is happening is qualifying will be the invert order of entry submissions. So basically, whoever signed up first
gets qualified
last.
Yeah.
Which, being that qualifying starts at 4:15 with that many cars.
Yeah, his sun could probably be going down by then. So
might be a big advantage.
Yeah.
So I don't know who got in last, but you better get on the roll. So Wallace, what's up, man? I do want to say I got to get with Wallace here soon. Wallace Moody and his son Landon Moody, they are going to be out at Florence Motor Speedway this week. They are great on the camera. They take some awesome pictures. So any of you guys listening, go check them out. But we're going to be doing some collaboration with them. I'm going to set him up, and all the pictures that he's going to get from this weekend will be on the Chicken Bone Alley website.
Nice.
So got to get all that set up, get that straight. So that'll be a lot of fun, seeing what all they have happen out there, what all they can get pictures of. But, man, it's going to be a action-packed weekend always. And it always ends up being something super exciting.
Seems like it just keeps getting bigger every year.
Dude, it does.
Somehow.
It's like, how is it going to get bigger?
Yeah.
But it does. I don't know what the ticket situation is. We'll have to find out here soon. But it's probably
want to be there early.
You're going
early.
Yes. If you are wanting to get a seat Saturday, for sure, you are definitely going to want to get there early. But let's go to the phone real quick right here. The man that is making it happen, Mr. Steve Zacharias, promoter and owner of Florence Motor Speedway. Steve, what's going on with you, man?
Oh, well, just out here getting ready to paint the front stretch wall.
That's awesome, man. I saw the work going on out there. I saw y'all stripped the wall, man, and it just looked like decades of history at that track.
Yeah, no, it's Jacqueline did a good job of getting the infield painted. She's also got the
Florence logo is all redone, so all is in good shape, man. Just a lot of work. Preparation is key. It's just now we got to execute. So.
Oh, I have all the faith in the world in you, Steve. I've seen it too many times this year, man. Man, I just want to tell you, we are excited for this weekend, dude. It is always a big weekend. Or now here at Florence Motor Speedway, coming back from the Myrtle Beach Speedway days, now here in Florence. But man, there are so many people that are so excited and ready for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. We got a 58 late models. 27 limiteds, 17 trucks. We had 32 legend cars last year, and then bandos. That's just Friday. So, I mean, man, it's going to be a heck of a show.
Dude, it's going to be packed, action-packed. And like you said, big field or big races there even on Friday and Saturday, but all kinds of things happening at the track. You're going to want to be at the track all weekend long, Friday and Saturday. Man, I'm going to tell you what, I'm ready to watch this. I'm ready to watch, obviously, the late model stocks, but I am ready to watch this limited late model race. That's going to be exciting to me.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, our Charger class is pretty close to being a limited. So some of those guys got a chance to race in it, show off their talents that they have. So it's gonna be fun all week. Man, I've told everyone, if you're a race fan, this is the place to be this weekend.
For sure, man, for sure. Tell everybody real quick where to go if they're looking to get tickets still, and how all that's got to work.
Yeah, so we stopped pre-sale online. Just to manage it, because we still got people here at the racetrack, crew members and things like that need to get in the grandstand. So we're going to sell them from Wednesday to Saturday in our, what we call it, the box office at the pit gate. My mom's going to be there from 9 to 5 from Wednesday and Thursday, and then regular scheduled stuff for Friday.
Good deal, buddy.
But how's everything for you guys? We appreciate you coming out. You're coming to DJ, right?
I am. I will be there. Like I told Connor, I said, what did they used to say? Spinning the ones and twos?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I don't think it's as difficult as it used to be. We don't have to bring the CDs and the 8-tracks like we used to.
No, we ain't breaking out the big old cases and stuff. We keep these things called hard drives now. They work so much easier. But no, man, we're ready for it. We're gonna have a big party. Definitely ready for that, man. That's gonna be a big time. Right after the races there on Friday night, we'll be set up at the stage right there in turn 1, and you definitely won't miss it. You'll see all the lights flashing and all that going on, and we appreciate you having us out there, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be cool, yeah. And keep in mind, for all those that are listening, Friday night is all built for Sam Scarpelli. We lost Sam not too long ago, and it is a 96-lap race in honor of him and his memory. And then we're going to have a chance on Saturday to actually go ahead and honor Jeremy McDowell when it comes to just we're going to lead the field with his car. So, because I tell people all the time that it's amazing. The car that we're going to bring out here for Saturday for Jeremy, he built it from chassis up.
Wow.
And so for somebody that understands late model stock racing now, that's incredible. Like, especially with, I mean, it's a science that these guys build these race cars and how they, like, an eighth of an inch here and a quarter of an inch here, and they've got templates. Jeremy just built it in his garage in Conway.
Dude, that's insane. We were literally just talking about, late model stock, how it evolved and how it's not stock anymore at all, it's so precise. And we were literally just talking about that before you got on, and that was so awesome, man. And it's awesome to see you memorializing both of these guys like that. That's so cool.
Well, it just sucks that it seems like every day we wake up, we're losing another one. So hopefully that slows down here shortly.
Yeah, we definitely hope so, man. So, man, there is some big names in store for this weekend, and it's kind of been synonymous with Florence Motor Speedway here in the last couple of years. But, man, I know you appreciate those guys coming out for sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%. The appreciation I think that we all have as racers for what this means at South Carolina 400, coming from Myrtle Beach, it being closed. But I think just the prestige of what Myrtle Beach has translated to here, and everyone wants to be a part of it. And from first to 58th, any one of those drivers can win this thing.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, we were talking about that the other day. We remember Ty Majeski, having to take a provisional there a few years back, and came and won the race. And anybody, I mean, it's anybody's race. They're all so good. And but we were also talking about, man, when's the last time we seen numbers like this coming out for this race?
We had the year Ty won. I think it was the first or second one. We had 54 late models signed up.
Okay.
So we had 54 the first year, then we kind of died down a little bit. Obviously, COVID the first year was the lower one, and then the next year was 54.
That's right.
So 54 was our number, and we'll be plus that because 54 was with limited falling into the late model race. So we were at, say, 48 signed up. And then the other ones came from limited race because all they got to do is change the carburetor.
That's right.
So I think you'll see 58 turn into possibly 60 or 55 turn into, 65.
Man, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. Well,
But,
man, we are ready for it, man. I know y'all brought on some awesome sponsors this week, and I know you guys thank all of them, and I know everybody will see them all out there. I saw one I just mentioned real quick. I saw y'all have brought Coca-Cola in now, and they're the leading soft drink of Florence Motor Speedway, and man, it's stuff like that just it helps keep racing going.
Oh, for sure. And Terry Radford has done an amazing job. He kind of stepped up and took over kind of getting all these people on board. Citrus Safe is all him. Coke is all him. We thank him and we thank them for being a part of this. So without support and sponsorship like that, it's already hard as it is, even with it. But we definitely needed to keep being stronger and getting better.
That's right, man. That's right. Well, man, we won't keep you too much longer. We'll let you go get back to work. I know you you getting it all done.
I'm at work. I'm currently spraying the wall while you're talking. So.
Well, we're gonna let you go make it look pretty. But man, we sure appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you this weekend, man.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Take it easy, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Promoter there and owner, Florence Motor Speedway, Mr. Steve Zacharias.
Hard at work.
Always. The bad thing is when the phone rang and I answered it and heard it, I knew exactly what it was already.
I was trying to figure it out, so I'm glad.
I saw his wife Jacqueline had posted a picture on Facebook, and they had actually stripped the walls and scraped them
really
way down, and you could just see the layers of paint, and she was talking about
it was yellow at one time and all that.
See the yellow, you can see red up under it. You can see.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I have to look at that.
Yeah, it was really cool looking, and just knowing. And that's the thing is, I could sit there and think back of at least sitting in the stands over there, and when the walls were that color, and everything that has gone on over there since, and with Charlie Powell, and he did a great job at the track, and for years and years and years, and now the Zacharias family taking it. And when we say the Zacharias family, we really mean the Zacharias family. It is all the way from Steve and Jacqueline to the three kids, also Steve's parents. It is a Zacharias affair out 100%. There, and they just love it. I mean, they really do. They love it, and we appreciate them for it, for sure. We because regardless of that's the thing is we can always have our I guess we'll say disagreements or qualms or whatever you want to say with how something's running at a racetrack. I mean, that's us as racers, us as fans. That's just what happens. I mean, but. Regardless of all that, we always want the best for the sport. We don't want to lose racetracks, so I know y'all will. I know it'll be packed this weekend, but if you can get out there, make it out to Florence Motor Speedway this Saturday. You do not want to miss it. Well, this Friday and Saturday. you don't want to miss either night. It's going to be a ton of fun. So y'all come on out. Come hang out with me. They're at the Friday night after party.
Hopefully you catch some good weather.
I think it's going to be a little chilly.
That's kind of just part of the game, I feel like.
I think it's going to be a little chilly. There's normally, people hanging out around there, though. They get some liquid warmth a lot of times, though, and they still hang out and have a big time. So we'll keep on playing some music as long as they want to have fun out there, and not get too crazy or nothing, but we'll have fun, and maybe get them on the dance floor out there. Maybe we'll turn one to a dance floor. Who knows? Maybe we'll keep Dale Jr. up in his camper. Well, I ain't saying get him out of there. I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah.
We'll just keep him awake over there. So anyway, that's gonna be a lot of fun. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, want to thank our good friends over at Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. I've actually been over there twice in the last week.
Christmas shopping, or
no? Actually, we had to.
I
stopped by to give Brandon something over there, to show some appreciation to him, but also I bought a hat. While I was there. I don't know if you can see it, but it says Dixie Made on it.
I like it. So yeah, sweet.
I had to get me something. But then my wife went there. She needed a last minute little gift for a friend of hers, a friend of ours at church, and we were going over to their house last night, and she was like, "Let's run by Dixie Made. I know I can find something there real quick." And sure enough, didn't take her long at all. Walked in there, knew exactly what she wanted, or kind of knew around about what she wanted. Walked in there and found exactly what she needed, and we headed on to the youth pastor's house, actually. So y'all head over to Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina, right by the flea market. If you're coming in town for the race this weekend at Florence Motor Speedway, be sure to head over to Dixie Made. Go check them out. Straight shot down 95. Pretty much to go see them. So y'all go check them out. Tell them we sent you from Chicken Bone Alley over here. We'd highly appreciate it. And then I'm gonna tell you what. Last couple times I've been in there, there's been people in there doing a lot of Christmas shopping.
Mm-hmm. It's coming up
quick. They are definitely in the season, and Brandon was actually telling me something that I didn't even think of. He was like, "Man, he said Thanksgiving's actually kind of late this year." He said we actually got a week less than normal between Thanksgiving and Christmas than the average what it normally is, I guess. So I didn't even think about that, and I was like, I guess we do. So with that being said, don't wait. It's coming up too fast. So y'all head over to Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. Also, Fresh Chef, if you're coming through the Race City area on your way down here, be sure to stop at Fresh Chef and get you some lunch or dinner or whatever you need there. Places in Mooresville, Cornelius, Concord, all up in that area. Y'all be sure to stop at Fresh Chef. They hook you up. Also, RevMax Racing Apparel guys, go check them out. Some of the best suits that you can buy, racing suits. If you need multi-layer, SFI approved stuff, or if you just need single layer karting stuff, just head over there and talk to our good friends over at RevMax Racing Apparel, and they can hook you up. Also, MPM Marketing, www.marketwithmpm.com. Get over there if you need to. If you were trying to move up in this world of racing, you got to do it with a partner who knows how to market, and that is none other than MPM Marketing. So go check them out. Tell them we sent you over there. I want to talk about something real quick. Put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Our Christmas tree over here. We talked about it a little bit last week. What we decided, some stuff we wanted to do with it. But I think finally decided what we wanted to actually do with it. Since there was so much tragedy in the from the Hurricane Helene that struck a lot of mainly western North Carolina, also some of western South Carolina, even up in that way, we have decided to we will be taking donations. There's a link on our Facebook and Instagram. I can put it on Twitter too if we need to, or X. I'm sorry, X. All those good places. Go. I got links on there for Cash App and PayPal for a donation of $20 or more. No limit on it. You're going to get your name on one of these flags and all that good jazz over here on the Christmas tree. Now, I will say we obviously got limited number of flags, so if we get into more people, we may have to put multiple names per flag. But regardless, you're going to be recognized. So we're going to put names on flags for everybody who sends a donation of $20 or more from now till Christmas. And we will be sending that. I'm thinking right now, if anybody has any other suggestions, regardless, it is going towards the cause of Hurricane Helene victims and the efforts to repair and all that stuff in Western North Carolina. I'm thinking Feeding the Carolinas. They're a nonprofit that does a lot of food for the Carolinas, just North and South Carolina is all they do. And they're big in the western part of North Carolina right now, trying to get food still to people that just don't have a way to get it anymore. So that's what we're looking at. Unless something happens with that, regardless, it will be going to a charity that is that we are looking hard at to make sure it is very legit and the most is gonna come out of every dollar that we get for it, and every bit of the proceeds will be sent directly there. So like I said, we're taking donations, getting names on the tree from now to Christmas, and anything you could donate, we appreciate it. Like I said, just $20 or more is going to get the name on the tree, but anything you can do, like I said, Cash App or PayPal, both of the links are on our Facebook and Instagram. So y'all check it out, and anything you can donate, we would gladly appreciate it. So appreciate all y'all. So anyway, before we get farther in the weekend, Connor, we got to talk about some football.
Yeah, I agree.
I sat here. I was running a little late to the party because I was trying to. I get invested. Not that this sounds terrible, but I got invested in the Clemson football game against Pitt there because I'm just pulling for Pitt. Not anything against Clemson. I'm just trying to. I need my Gamecocks to be better in the standings.
Yeah,
that's
hopefully we will be.
Yeah, hopefully.
But in one way, I am kind of glad Clemson wants it that way. Whenever we play each other, it'll be
that's right,
a big time game.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Obviously.
Yeah. So anyway, Clemson somehow squeaked it out right at the very end.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about last week how if all of a sudden you start watching a game and they start losing or start getting bad, you just got to turn it back off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the exact opposite happened to me this past weekend. We were on the way down to Dennis's in Monk's Corner there, and we listened to the game the whole way down there. And dude, the entire time we were listening to it, Carolina was doing great. It's like, all right, this is good. Well, got there to the party, stopped listening to it. It was like every time I looked at it, they had a little bit more. This was Missouri. Yeah, they had scored again.
Yeah, that's kind of the same vibe I was getting. I was like, oh,
this is not good.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because I got back in the truck. Y'all were right behind us. And as soon as I got back in the truck, I started listening again. We score again. And somehow Carolina just squeaked out beating Missouri.
It felt so good because you know how many games like that Carolina has lost over the last couple of years. We don't win those games like that.
We lose those.
It seems like when
LSU. Look at LSU this year.
It's like when momentum shifts, it's like, oh man, here we go. But somehow, I'm glad you started listening again.
I am too.
And drove down the field and scored. But man, that was crazy. That looked to be a very exciting game.
I know they were telling them not to get on the field. Everybody was ready to get on the field. It was like, look, we won. I mean, it was like, you don't jump on the field when you're playing number 23. It's like, dude.
One of our friends that was there said it's kind of funny because the people that jumped on the field just kind of had to turn around and walk back when nobody else followed them.
It's like, dude, you know how many Jackson was there. Jackson Hicks, he was there. Good deal. He's a freshman there at USC. So, congratulations to you, I guess.
Good job.
Good job. So, man, it was a nail biter
for sure. Especially with Missouri, we just can't beat Missouri for some reason. But
no, we can't.
Got the monkey off our backs. Hopefully,
it's looking.
That's good. Another ranked win. You know,
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
100%.
I think we're going. Who are we up against next week? Is it
just Wofford?
Wofford?
Yeah.
Hey, don't say just Wofford.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, probably a close game for the way Carolina plays. But
it was like I told somebody, they were talking about. I think Clemson's playing Citadel.
Yeah,
I was like, y'all better not sleep on Citadel.
Nope, they'll get you.
They'll get you out of nowhere. They'll get you.
Man, that's got to be the lowest point in Carolina football history.
It was bad. It was bad. But I think they killed Wofford this past week.
Did they?
I think they played Wofford.
I have to look at it. Well,
I said, I don't know. I didn't keep up with it. But somebody was like, they played Wofford and they killed Wofford. I was like,
maybe
good. So I don't know.
I think it'll be cool because the Palmetto Bowl will be a big game again this year. Yeah. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing for the rivalry to have both teams be pretty good.
It is. Then I started watching it or started listening to some more games and got listening to Georgia and Tennessee on the way back, and man, that was a close one.
People have been complaining about the refs a lot. I've been on X or whatever looking. I don't know if that's the worst in this year. Or people just,
I don't know,
or louder. I think there has been some officiating problems.
There's been some officiating.
There's some stuff that's kind of head scratchers, but
maybe they're like NASCAR doing. They just flat out say we do not have any problems officiating. yeah, you do.
They can deny it and it won't happen. Huh?
I saw it right there. I don't know. I've seen some calls, but I did see a call. What was it? It was in some game the other day. Just like they sat on for a while, and I was like, "Yeah, we need to throw that." I mean, it was like they went over there discussed, and then threw the flag.
Yeah, I have seen something like that happen every now and then.
And I'm not necessarily mad at that.
Make sure
it's weird.
Yeah,
I mean, but as long as it's fair, I'm not necessarily mad at it. Now, if it's close and there's a time issue going on, then all of a sudden you stop the clock and that's.
It said something like that happened at the Carolina game where the clock didn't start or something on some play. But I don't care how, just care they won.
I don't either.
So
I don't either.
That's good.
I
ain't used to winning yet, so I'm glad.
I don't want to get used to it. I don't think. I don't know, but I know we were on the playoff ranking. Ranked, what was it, 21st?
Yeah, we were 21st.
Yeah,
I think we still got a very, very outside chance at the playoffs.
Yeah, we'd have to get some help as far as some teams losing.
Just think where we would have been if we wouldn't have had that LSU game.
LSU,
the way it did. Even if we lost Alabama, if we were a 2-loss team, I think we'd be sitting good. But hey, it only make you mad the more you think about it. So you just got to be.
Well, I mean, our thing is, Alabama can lose 2, but they're already up there. We got to climb.
Yeah, for us to make any chance at the playoffs, we pretty much got to go into Clemson and just stomp them.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's a rivalry game, so I doubt either team's going.
It's happened.
Yeah,
It's happened.
but
You never know.
this year I feel like it'll be a close game. So
Hopefully so.
anyway, that was a good win for sure. When I looked down and saw Missouri taking the lead, I was like, man, this is how it's gonna go. But they found a way. Lenore's found a way.
Dude, he
Him and Rocket are just
Rocket wanted that one bad.
Man, it's like the people on the Carolina radio show after were saying, they were like, he'd probably still be running if he had to, because he just
Forrest Gump it out.
yeah,
there.
he just
running.
had willpower and barreled into the end zone.
And that's what we need. I think that's what South Carolina's missed for, I think, since the the Connor Shaw days, what was the Marcus Lattimore days. Them dudes just, Lattimore wasn't a huge dude by no means. He was not that big, but he ran.
Yeah.
And he did what he had to do. And Jadeveon Clowney, before his senior year, he which I did see a stat. I'm trying to remember who it was. One of the, I guess he's a lineman or something. I'm not sure. On defense, he is like,
Kyle Kennard's close to breaking a sack record.
yeah, he's like really close to the sack record.
I think he's 3.5 off.
Yeah,
You feel like he probably gets them against Wofford. So.
Oh yeah, that's wild to think about, because I mean, as good as Jadeveon Clowney was at South Carolina,
the defense has been good this year, no doubt. They didn't have their best game Saturday, but overall,
and they've held their own. And once our offense got good, but they kind of had a off mid game there.
Yeah, but
I mean, it happens.
I think that's just Missouri. They're gonna give us a hard time, no matter what.
And that's the thing, is Missouri has losses this year, or had some losses, but they're good.
Hey, they were still ranked. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. They're not a bad team. So I'll take it. I'll take that any day.
All day long.
So it is what it is there. But let's see. We're gonna try to go to the phone again here. Let's see if we can get somebody on the line here.
Go ahead.
There he is, Mr.
What's up, man?
Trent Ivey, bringing home the win at the Blue Gray at Cherokee last night. Man, what's up with you?
Man, I don't know. To be honest with you, I was just watching the race on my phone.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you, man, because it was a good one.
It was a real good one. We was actually just sitting down at the shop. We had Daddy's Blue Gray check and mine sitting beside each other. It's pretty cool.
Man, that's what I was fixing to say. Y'all are the first ever father-son duo to win the Blue Gray. That's a cool stat, man.
Yeah, it is. He was a big part of us winning that thing yesterday too. He don't get as much credit as he deserves, but it was definitely a memorable night.
Man, Petey's the man. He's a good dude for sure.
He's a character.
I love it. I love being around him. I love being around all y'all, man. And hate I couldn't make it up there, but dude, what'd you find at Cherokee this year?
Man, I don't know. It was good to us. It kind of felt like back in old crate days. We were pretty good. You know what I mean? Get on a little roll right there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. That thing was stout, man. When you can go out there against competition like that and put it on the front row and lead it the whole race, man, everybody's looking like, what did he do?
Yeah, I know. We kind of surprised ourselves when we set quick time over Davenport. We were all like, man, what just happened? You know, you kind of get a little flustered because you don't ever expect to out-qualify Davenport. You know what I mean?
Nah. That's one of them you look at and it's like, is this going to stick? I mean, you know, are we that good?
Right. Yeah, that was the turning point of the day because we hot lapped. We were slow, man. I wasn't worried, but, you know, you always do better when you hot lap good. Then you end up qualifying good. And it snowballs from there. But it worked out, man. I wouldn't change a thing about it.
No, I bet not. Well, going back before the race, man. What you? I ain't talked to you in a little while, man. What you been up to?
They spent a lot of work this year, man. We hadn't had much time to play and race, but we're gonna get back to it. I started that new business, and I've been chipping away at it, trying to get some things in order, and I about got it where I wanted to be, so I can maybe go play a little bit more.
Well, don't just say the new business. Tell everybody what it is. That way we can get it out there a little more.
Well, I started a septic business. We install new septic tanks. We pump tanks. We fix old ones. I got a little porta-john business. We're working on that. Just trying to be well-rounded. Daddy's building houses. I'm still doing a little bit of that. So
yeah,
business is first here lately, but we look to put a little bit of, a little damper on that. Maybe go have a little fun next year.
Well, regardless, you are, as they say, number one in the number two business.
Yeah, that is it. That is us.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm proud of you for that, man.
Yes, sir.
I follow it just on Facebook just to what's Trent doing today. Y'all put some wild stuff even on that page. You never know what you're gonna see Trent doing.
Yeah, we definitely keep it real, so to speak. You know what I mean?
That's right. Cool, dude. Well, man, that is it's awesome. So tell us, just, I know you just talked about you didn't feel good in hot laps, but what was it about the car that didn't feel good that you had to make some adjustments on?
I don't know, man. I got stuck behind a fella in hot laps, and I couldn't really get a clean lap, and it messed me up because I knew Davenport was behind me in hot laps, so I needed to go. I didn't want to hold him up. I didn't want to try to pass the guy in front of me. And I don't know. I was just kind of flustered, and it was a big race, and I've been wanting to win it since I started super racing in 2019. So that's always in the back of your mind. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But after hot laps, we worked on some stuff that I was feeling, or I thought I was feeling, and we made a couple minor changes. And basically, I went out there in I was running 602. Too. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Really?
But
I didn't know that.
I went out there, balls to the walls in it, and I was like, man, I believe I could use this in the supercar. So that helped me a lot. I mean, believe it or not, the big horsepower difference there, but it made a difference. It kind of got me loosened up, and I went out there in qualifying and just hit it right, man. I mean, just hit it right, and won a heat from the bottom on Joyner. He drove me clean, and it just snowballed from there, man. I mean, you don't get too many opportunities to start on the pole at the Blue Gray 100, so I tried my best to take advantage of it,
I hear you there, man, for sure. And I know I think it was back at the first year because you kind of bookended this deal at Cherokee this year, winning on both ends of the year there. But man, how does it? What does it do for you? How does it feel when you out there with guys like Davenport, like you said, and they can't do nothing with you, man? You just had a day where you were the man and just outrun them.
Yeah, it don't happen like that much. I can tell you that. We went to Charlotte a couple weeks ago and run the World Finals, and we were good. Like, we were right in the middle of everybody, and I could pass, and I mean, I knew I had a good car, but it don't always roll over to the next event, right? So
that's right.
we just took what we learned there a little bit, and I mean, I knew we was gonna be good. When I got out front, I knew I had Madden back there. He done won that race 9 times. And McIntosh won the last time we were over there. I knew he was close by. Zach's been fast, so I had a lot of things going on in the cockpit, if you know what I mean. But I did. I got settled down a little bit right there about halfway, and I was like, I'm pretty dang good. I was watching my signal man, Noah. He was telling me everything I needed to know. He done a great job. He just kind of led me to believe that we was probably the best car, and I just kind of stayed with that.
Hey, that's the first step you need there. Just knowing that you're the best, and man, that's good, man. I love it. I love it. We've always, ever since me and you met, we've been cool and been became friends, and it's always been cool to watch you and love seeing you do good, man, and love seeing these big wins coming out of a team like yours, who is still a small team. I mean, compared to these guys out there. So, so what I know I've asked you this before too, but what does a big win like that do for a rather small team like yours?
Oh, it's huge, man. Like when we won March Madness, which was 20,000, it pushed us on into like June or so with that kind of money in the account. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And I mean, people don't understand. Like you put $20,000 in your bank account and you live for a year on it. Well, you don't see as much of it go as you think when you're making more money. You know, when we go race and we get a little bit here and a little bit there and we run good once or twice. You know what I mean? So keeps you safe right there, and if you need something, you ain't got to crunch to get it. It's just it's a big thing. I think it's going to help us a lot going into the beginning of next year. We'll be able to freshen everything up like we won't fit. We won't have to cut no corners. We'll have tires. I mean, it's a big deal for somebody that don't have a ton.
I hear you there, man. Hear you there for sure, brother. So, who all you got to thank for helping you out getting this win, man?
Just a bunch of people, man. I mean, it ain't nobody big. It's just a bunch of small guys that love it and been doing it for a long time. Mom and dad, my fiance, they're the backbone. You know, you got to have them. Noah's my right hand man. Tim Brock, Eddie Edwards. Thanks to him, he's been going with us a lot lately. He's a lot of help. Sponsors are just people that's been with me forever. You know, Ski Nichols, Chad Barfield, Reed Thomas, Jeff Queen, my Aunt Terry. She's a family member, but she's done a lot for me. We swapped frames this year. We went to Rocket from the Longhorn. That's been a huge help. Swap shocks, went from Penske to Fox. I mean, we done a lot of changing this year, but Clements Motors they've been great. The same motors I've had since I started super racing in 19. So that's a big deal. A 5-year-old motor won the race yesterday. You know,
that's awesome.
I mean, that's the truth. That's the truth. But it's a bunch of people, David, that just don't really want to quit, and we just kind of keep hanging around. You know, we only won 2 races this year, but both of them are the biggest wins of my career. You know what I mean?
That's right, brother.
I'd probably take that over a 10-win season looking back.
I hear you there for sure, man. I hear you. Dude, that's awesome. So I know it's still a little early for you, but what's any more plans for any more racing coming up?
I got, actually, it's going to get busier than it has all year. I'm going to race crates. I got Needmore this weekend. I got Swainsboro next weekend in the 602 and 604. I got Golden Isles weekend after that, and then we go to Alltech for $100,000 after that. So I got 4 straight weekends of getting it on.
Well, how about you go win all them too? How about that?
Yeah, then we'd be talking about a season there.
Man, and I'm like you too, though. I know you, and a win in a 602. I know, you know, you've had these big wins in the supers, but a win in a 602 at the moment can feel just as big as a win in the super.
Oh yeah, dude! I'm telling you, last night I started 9th in a 602. I was starting on the pole with a Blue Gray 100 in supercar. I started 9th.
It's crazy.
And, I drove her straight to 3rd in like the first 5 laps on the top, just letting her hang out, and finally tore my tire up, got too hot, pushed across the racetrack, messed the nose up a little bit. Anyway, finished 5th, and I told her when I got out of the race car, I said, that is honestly probably the most fun I've ever had in a race car. I mean, it didn't feel like I was going 40 mile an hour, but I'm telling you, I had a blast.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, sir. It was awesome.
So I do want to ask you real quick though. You talked about it just a second. You made the switch this year from a Longhorn to a Rocket, and you've been in Longhorn for a while there. Man, what's been the big difference for you?
I don't know. Believe it or not, the first late model my dad ever bought me was a Rocket.
Yep.
And we just I drive that Rocket, that G4 crate car some,
Yep.
and I like it. I told Dad I liked it, and obviously Longhorn's the winner in this car right now. You'd be a fool not to have a Longhorn, right? But we made a bold move to buy one in about February this year. It took us all year to get it together because we were using our money to race with. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So we slowly put it together and got it together, and it's been good, man. I think we made a good move.
Hey, I'm all for, you just talked about Longhorn's been one of the winningest chassis out there this year. But, man, if you got to be in what feels comfortable to you. I've known guys to switch and just, we seen some of the big guys switch over different chassis before because they were winning, but it didn't feel right to them, and they had to go back. And man, that's just whatever feels best to you. So it's obviously been a good change for you there.
Yeah, it has. It's been real good, and I think it fits me. I'm more of a wide open kind of guy, and that's what it takes to drive a Rocket. So it's like you said, sometimes you just get on something that feels right, and you roll on with it.
That's right, brother. Well, cool, man. Well, man, I appreciate you jumping on here with us today, buddy, and congratulations again, man. And you talked about your fiance earlier. When's the wedding, man?
We getting married April 12th, so it's sneaking up on us, and I hope I can win a couple more races before then. You know what I mean?
You hear our buddy Chris Ferguson's getting married too, right?
Yeah, this weekend.
I know.
Yeah, he's pissed I ain't coming to the wedding.
Did you get a seat from him yet?
I'm supposed to be in line. Now, he's told me that for 3 months, so we're going to find out here shortly.
Well,
he
we're
don't
both
have
in
me
line.
one in a couple months.
We're both in line.
He's going to be in trouble. Yeah.
That's cool. I'm proud of him. He's doing big things over there. I'm proud of him.
Oh, yeah. He's a good.
He is. Well, cool, man. Well, brother, I appreciate you, and congratulations again, and go get some more.
All right, man. I appreciate you having me on here. You call me anytime.
All right, brother. I will do it. Take it easy.
All right, man. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Our buddy Trent Ivey jumping on here with us after his blue-gray win last night at Cherokee Speedway. That's two $20,000 wins there this year.
That's a good year.
Good year, and hardly not much racing in between.
Really?
Yeah. So
hit the ones that count, I guess.
That's right. That's what you got to do. So congratulations to him again. Kana, he's a good dude. If you're up in his area and need any septic work, please head over to Ivy Septic Service there. He'll definitely, he's a hard working guy for sure. His dad, like I said, Petey owns a construction business, and Trent was working with him for years and decided he wanted to get in on the septic side of it, and has done that and making a good business out of it and trying to race and doing it the old fashioned way. So
good dude.
Y'all go support people like that because it means a lot to them for sure. So but anyway, all right. Well, what else we got there, Connor?
Just got some, a lot of racing coming up, don't we? You got Florence,
Yes.
Southern National, the week after.
And then the Snowball.
Snowball's not too far away, so
After that. So, yeah, it's like the biggest 3 weeks in.
yeah. So
3 weeks of
looking
short
forward
track
to it.
racing.
Right.
That's what our buddy Terry Radford calls it. I texted him today. I was gonna try to get him on. He was busy, so we got Steve. But I needed to make sure he wasn't too sad over Tennessee losing to Georgia. He might be a little heartbroken.
He's just lucky he ain't got to play the Gamecocks. You better be glad.
I know, right? Hey, it could still happen here towards the end of the year. It's possible.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't talk to us, Connor.
Hey, man.
Oh, well, let's see. Yeah, I think I got everything else, but I also want to real quick, our buddy Skylar Whitfield. I'm sorry, I didn't. I got so busy this afternoon, I don't have his dates on here. But I've, oh, God. I got dates here on my phone. So let's see. What day is it? 18th? I think that's the day.
It is.
November 19th, Skylar Whitfield at the OD Lounge in North Myrtle Beach. The 20th, they're at Molly Darcy's Irish Pub in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 21st, Old Irish Pub in Myrtle Beach. 23rd, he'll be over singing the national anthem here at Florence Motor Speedway. Y'all go check out everything Skylar Whitfield related at skylarwhitfield.live. Go check our buddy out. If you're anywhere in the area that he is playing, be sure to head out there and check him out, because he's one, he's good people. Two, he's a good singer, good picker. You definitely don't want to miss that. Go check him out, skylarwhitfield.live. All right, Connor. Well, I reckon we will be taking on watching a bunch of racing. Thinking about taking a legend car or anything?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Might just have to enjoy watching this one. But I do want to get soon here where we can make some big races with, either the late model or whatever, because there is a feeling about them where you just you feel like it's big time, and it is.
I had really thought about, after I seen all the stuff come out for the limited race, they had already asked me to DJ and stuff out there, and I'd already committed to that, and all stuff come out for the limited race. Like, man, I'd kind of like to run that.
Yeah.
But so maybe next year. We'll see what happens. We got to get a car finished first. So.
Yeah, same over here. So.
But anyway, guys, well, we appreciate all y'all. Appreciate Alby Ovitt coming on here after his championship in the Star Super Stock Tour. Steve Zacharias from Florence Motor Speedway hopping on with us this afternoon, and also Trent Ivey after his big win there at the Blue Gray 100 in Cherokee this past weekend. We appreciate all those guys coming on with us. Appreciate all of our help and support on here, and we appreciate all y'all for watching, and I reckon we will catch y'all next time.
Later.